Your ex-wife is more popular than you. How do you feel about that?
I've been popular since I was 16. How long has she been around? I've been around for 40 years,
That's
45
what
years.
I'm-
I've been around for 45
my
years,
brother, you
and
can
I
be
am
around for-
still
you can be
around.
around for 100
I
years.
was a superstar at the age of 16, a champion debater. I debated against Yemi Oshibaju.
How does it feel like being defined by her?
I can never be defined by her. My
No.
body of work is too solid to be defined by any human being, living or dead.
So when people say Patrick Doyle, and they say, "Oh, that's Iriti's former husband."
Why is the name popular? Why is the Doyle popular? Why didn't that person revert and change name at the end of the marriage?
I know that you cried that period.
She cry?
You cried. You are heartbroken.
I'm an actor.
Oh, you're pretending. Because that period, we all pity you.
Pity man, where at the end, look, I have a 33-year-old younger
No,
woman.
that time you never get them. So what's communication like?
The person who's 33 years younger listens to the person who's 33 years older. And the person who's 33 years older is not a bully.
So who's teaching who? In the other room?
The other room, the experience of the other room never ends. It's a continuous process. The learning is ad infinitum. I have a condition called high blood pressure. The medication affects one's libido.
So how was it for you that period when things were
It didn't
flat
matter- it didn't
and
ma-
wobbly? Okay, so my name is Edgar, Joseph Edgar. I'm ranting again. But this one around, I have with me Patrick Doyle.
Thank you, sir.
Patrick Doyle.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't need any introduction. Patrick Doyle. Man, until.
Not
Wait,
today.
are you Shekiri or are you Akwa Ibom? Are you Cross River?
Let me start from my grandfather. His name was Captain Patrick Joseph Doyle.
Okay.
He worked as a merchant sailor.
Okay.
And in his travels,
Where was
he
he from?
met Ireland.
Okay.
But he moved out of Liverpool.
Okay.
You know, Liverpool has a very big Irish population because in Ireland, the people, they dispersed in Ireland during what they called, there was a big famine
Okay.
in Ireland. So like half of the entire population, and this I'm talking about in the 1800s, dispersed out of Ireland. And many of them went to Liverpool. So my grandfather was one of the people that moved to Liverpool, and from there joined the merchant navy, used to travel to West Africa, to Warri, to be precise. So in Warri, he met and married a princess whose name is Kaka Egbe. She's the granddaughter of the last Olu of Warri before the interregnum, Olu Akenbuwa.
Yeah.
Okay, so then my father married an Efik princess whose name was Angela Bassi Henshaw, who begat me.
So what you gonna be now? I don't understand again. Though. Are you like
I-
Abakas or
No, I
don't know what you be.
call myself an Ishekiri man.
Shekiri man? You be like Rice Ilegbo. You know they go Rice Ilegbo.
No, you'll have to tell me.
Rice Ilegbo, that rice where they put if you don't put the rice for fire, put all the conditions, put all the condiments. You get so Irish, Liverpool, Ishekiri, all of it.
You know, na concussion. No, but you say this concussion, you know, all the different.
But you speak both languages.
My Efik is very suspect. My Shekiri is also suspect. But my Yoruba is, how do I say, PhD level.
Okay, so last week Saturday, I see you drink Sprite. Now, upstairs, you don't drink Coke.
You don't cast me now.
You know the
because
fear.
if my wife should hear this thing now, I'm in trouble. Now,
Yes.
anywhere where she not dey, whenever she not dey, now they do that thing.
So when you drink them, you get sweet tooth or something.
My tooth is sweet to the tea.
Till now.
It's still sweet. There's nothing I can do
But
about
it
it.
didn't affect
Don't affect.
the other room.
I don't know why it should.
It doesn't affect your other room.
The other, whatever, if what goes on in the other room is sweet, why should sweet spoil sweet?
But sweet and spoil other people's sweet. I mean, you must be very lucky, because you say something else. You say you say something about rock hard and rock soft. Where you there?
I have a condition called high blood pressure.
Yeah, most of us.
I have been on my medication for more than a decade now.
Yeah.
And
Just join us.
What we used to be told, it probably is true, is that the medication affects one's libido.
Yep.
It was true at some point. It no longer is true, at least with regards to me. And if you want to know the magic, I think it's a mind over matter issue rather than any anatomical or medical explanation.
Mind over, how is the mind? So your mind tells you something and something else will come up.
As I said, it's mind over matter. It's nothing. I didn't do anything special. As I said at the beginning, it is a biological fact that medication affects libido, which was true for me at the beginning.
So how was it for you that period when things were flat and wobbly?
It didn't matter because it has never been a very big part of my life.
That's not true.
It has never been.
That's not true.
True. Never.
Okay, so how long was this period before you leave this place now? 2
Maybe
years,
about
3 years, 4 years?
maybe 3-4 years.
How did it affect your self-confidence as a person?
It didn't affect my self-confidence because, as I said, it's never been a big part of my life.
Because for me, it happened to me for like 3 months. I cry.
You cry?
I cry.
I think I remember.
Yeah.
At some point, I remember.
It.
I remember there was an issue. I
I wrote about. I couldn't shout. It was really shrinking.
And you in a polygamist, how can you imagine? For a polygamist to have that type of power failure. I felt for you at that time. But
so I come to take things.
So now when someone recommended a particular parfait for you,
yeah,
and the parfait,
you follow me, yeah.
So it's okay.
Yeah, I did a lot of parfait that period.
But guess what? It's a mind over matter issue.
That's what you told me.
At the end of the day. Have you overcome that issue? It happened for only 3 months.
Yeah, because I fought the start still.
What did you take my word for it?
I went online to go all those places.
There's a very, very dear friend of mine, one of my dearest friends. He's a gynecologist. His name is Sumade Olumide, probably the best gynecologist in Nigeria. I kid you not.
Gynecologist?
He's my friend.
Oh, okay. I will feel.
It started out, we have a friendship.
Yeah.
And yes, he has taken care, at least he delivered 2 of my children. Mm-hmm. But he was my friend. He told me, where in the middle of my scare, the period when he says, Patrick, I'm a doctor, I'm telling you, this thing is in your mind. If you don't think about it, if you don't worry about it, and that's what happened. Because I didn't prioritize it, so there was no anxiety. He assured me, says, don't worry, don't just take your mind off it. And truly, because I said I was not a DOG, like some people we know, so it was not really a big deal for me. I could take my mind off it and...
Okay, I know that's the other part. So, broadcaster, actor, what else to be, MC, troublemaker... They abuse you over internet, all these young children.
No problem. It's not their time.
So what drives you? What makes you go there?
The way I see it is that I am 65 years old. I have entered into the club of elders. Mm-hmm. I think it is my duty to say the things that will augur for okay, let me look for a word. Righteousness to prevail. Mm-hmm. If I don't do it, who can beat me? Mm-hmm. Who amongst them go see me for road, say, touch your toe or pick the pin? They cannot punish me. Mm-hmm. So I don't telling the truth now. And when I say the truth is not subjective. the truth is constant. I have lived long enough to know the truth from the lie. You may not believe my truth now because the delusion of the moment is beclouding you. But let it be said one day that you actually heard the truth and you reconciled yourself with it.
Yeah. Brilliant. So of all your lives now, which one would you say it's your favorite?
My lives.
The professional lives, broadcaster, actor, MC, comedian, stage actor.
I have said to myself, and I find this to be the way, this is what I say. All of those things involve communicating.
Yeah.
It involves, how do I say it, distributing ideas and principles and what have you. So because they're all involved, it's really the same set of mental skills that are involved in all of them. It's the same mental skill you need to
Which
be
one
an
do you enjoy
actor.
most?
In my passport, when they say profession, or anytime they profession, I put broadcaster, because that was my first port of call professionally.
Okay. Oh, brilliant. Okay, let me ask one funny question. So, your ex-wife is more popular than you. How do you feel about that?
I've been popular since I was 16.
No, but she's more popular than you.
I don't. Popularity is not to be measured.
There's some people define you by her. When they say who's Patrick Doyle,
Because how long has she been around? I've been around for 40 years, 45 years.
That's what
45 years.
Today, they say who's Patrick Doyle.
I've been around for 45 years,
brother,
and I am still around. I was a superstar at the age of 16, a champion debater. I debated against Yemi Osinbajo, the vice president of Nigeria. Hello, but that time existed.
Hey, but as of today,
I am enjoying my life.
Patrick,
I am the person who likes obscurity. Do you see me in parties? Do you see me in premieres? I'm just asking, who is the person? No, we are talking to me. I'm talking to you now. You have asked the question, and I've told you. I said, first of all, I do not desire. I have been in the clerk since I was 16.
Okay.
I've been in it for 4.5 decades. It's time for somebody else to shine. I yield. Shine.
Okay, man, ask the question.
There's nothing to ask. You said somebody is more popular than me, and I'm saying being popular is no longer my objective. Being profound is now my objective.
No, my question.
Being relevant in a very profound and fundamental way is what I am after now, not popularity.
Fact.
Popularity I have lived with long before many of these people were born.
Fact.
So let's go.
Oh yeah. So how does it feel like?
I feel very fulfilling.
Being defined by her.
I can never be defined by her. My body of work is too solid to be defined by any human being, living or dead.
Okay, agreed. So when people say Patrick Doyle, and they say, oh, that's a racist for my husband.
Why is the name popular? Why is the Doyle popular?
Yeah?
Why is the Doyle? Why didn't that person revert and change name at the end of the marriage?
So is there a relationship there?
So you ask yourself
is
that.
Is there a relationship there?
I said, why didn't that person change her name after the relationship ended?
Because it's a Liverpool surname.
So thank you. So who is responsible for making who popular?
It's a Liverpool surname.
Who is responsible for making the other?
From a British merchant who married a Warri princess. Yes.
And his married. They had 2 children.
2 children. And that's why
it was not
revert.
Why it should revert? Ordinarily, it should have, but the fact that the name, because the name predates that person's... that name predates that person's emergence.
Yeah.
So it is the name that... So you are carrying forth the name. It's okay by me, because I've done my bit.
You don't have a problem.
And I've done too well.
You don't have a problem with that?
Absolutely none.
Or the name continue to be used by that person?
Just enjoy life. It's a good name. That's why you're using it.
The present wife no mind.
What? Why should she mind? Do you think... Why? On what score is she minding? Is it not a societal practice that women can hold on to?
Wife. I think I saw you they were going for a wedding or something. I think I saw you they were going for a wedding. Your new wife.
Yes.
What's the age gap?
Only 33 years.
Are you serious?
Only.
My God, it's a guy like him. I like him. 33 years.
Only.
My God. So who's teaching who in the other room?
Who's teaching who? The other room, the experience of the other room never ends.
And so who's teaching who?
It's a continuous process. The learning is ad infinitum.
So what's communication like?
What's
What's communication like? 33 years age difference.
the advantage of that is that the person who's 33 years younger listens to the person who's 33 years older. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And the person who's 33 years older is not a bully, is not impervious to reason.
Mm-hmm.
So that is it. So we are starting on a pedestal of required respect for seniority. And you're looking at a senior who also respects the junior and is ready to listen. I have to be ready to listen because, as I said, I draw from the energy of the young around me. Do I look like I'm 65?
Okay, so this requires respect. In the other room, so does she have to say, take permission or something before she screams or something?
Excuse me, sir. There's absolutely...
And then when you're about to scream,
There's
absolutely
no there are no protocols. There are no protocols in the other room. That is the one place where you are allowed to express yourself.
You say, okay, a 65-year-old man is about to scream.
As I said.
I like that. So, how long have you guys been together?
Actually, 5 years.
Wow. That's good.
I met her when she was 27.
And you were?
5 years, 60.
So you must have told her your story, because the story was
My
out
story
there.
is
out there.
It's out there. It's not. My story is out there. So it's not. There was no. And she had a choice of who to marry. You understand? She's not ugly. She's not. She's not handicapped.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? Her being with me was a function of choice. I'm not exactly Femi Otedola. I can't buy a Lamborghini. She still doesn't have a car as we speak. But she's with me and we're good.
Brilliant, true love. So what's your take on Nollywood?
I think Nollywood is...
I've seen you're doing one or two things.
Let me tell you the truth. What is keeping me alive today now is Nollywood.
Wow.
Because the broadcast angle, I used to do a TV show on Silverbird TV, and the advertising dried up. The advertising dried because linear television is on its way out because of this is the next level. But I didn't get onto the online when I ought to. Mm-hmm. I stayed too long with traditional media. Yeah. And when the advertising revenue dried up there, if not for the fact that I had always been acting from time to time, I would probably be destitute today. But right now, I've become pure water on YouTube Nollywood movies.
I see one or two.
One or two? Pure water.
What's it pay like?
The pay, believe me, it's not in the millions of naira, but it's enough to take care of a 33-year younger wife.
Wow. So between movies and TV series, which do you prefer and why?
I just always say we're still talking TV. Don't say TV. Just say YouTube. When you say movies now, because the things that they show on YouTube are movies. Mm-hmm. Very seldom do they even do series. They don't serialize things on YouTube. The places where things are serialized are on the big streaming platforms, where they're minis, at most six episodes or what. So what they're just elongated movies in reality. But the business is now there are three strata of the business. You have the people who do movies that they intend for theatrical release. Okay. Then after the theatrical release, it finds expression on the streaming platforms. Yeah. And that's probably where it will end. So the people who are doing those movies, those are usually big budget movies.
Mm-hmm.
When I mean big budget, I'm saying in the hundreds of the millions of naira.
Mm-hmm.
And now it goes for the theatrical release. Then hopefully one of the big streaming platforms will also take the broadcast right for it after. Will license it. Then you have the people who just go straight to YouTube. They do their small, low budget movies, limited cast, put it out there on YouTube, and they get the advertising revenue from YouTube. And it's good pay considering all considered.
YouTube pays them.
YouTube pays. It pays. It pays. The what's it called? The formula for the paying is on the views. Every 100,000 views gets X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm talking about dollars in the thousands of dollars.
Are you serious?
Anything from $2,000 to $10,000, depending on the jurisdiction that views.
And then with the weak naira, and that just makes it crazy.
But the films themselves are very low budget.
But this girl is really clean. I use that one. What's that girl's name?
Ruth Kadiri?
No.
Omoni Oboli?
Yeah, Omonoboli.
Bimbo Ademoye?
Bimbo Ademoye.
Oh, they are cleaning out. And I bear them no grudge because they've opened my eyes to it.
So how do you see the storytelling in the area of societal change?
We're telling stories. For instance, Mo Abudu has how do I say it? She's carving a niche for herself for telling contemporary stories and advocacy things. I was in Oloture. Oloture was about human trafficking and all whatnot. Recently, we just did one. I forget it's a recent one, a very recent one. I was in it too, but good grief, I've forgotten. But it was about Blood Sisters. That also.
Yeah, that one. That's quite
the Blood Sisters. Then I know that
Mo Abudu too.
Yes, Mo Abudu. Then there was another one again that I saw about some kind of a body. What do you call it? These people that do these body parts and all whatnot. Baby factory. I think it's called Baby Farm.
Yeah, Baby Farm. Yeah.
So so I'm just saying that. No, I wasn't in that one, but I'm just saying Mo Abudu seems to. So all of them are doing stuff.
Yeah.
Omoni Oboli did wives on strike or whatever. That talks, so the storytelling is good, but when you come to the YouTube is just to feel good movie, love, boy meets girl. And apparently, movies are racking in 10 million views, 12 million views, 15 million views. If you translate that on every 100,000 view at an average of $3,000 per view, 100,000. How many 100,000 are there in 15 million?
Yeah.
That's the kind of money they're making. Meanwhile, the movies themselves are made for less than $6,000-7,000.
Wow. So this most likely begin to tie to the level of awareness, education of the people. If they are all running towards YouTube because of the
YouTube you don't pay subscription. It's not low quality. It's not. I'm not. Believe me.
But you buy data now.
But that is better than paying 20,000 naira for DSTV.
No, but Netflix is far cheaper.
Netflix is not.
Netflix is cheaper than data. No.
Netflix is not, because first of all you need a smart TV to access it.
You can do it on your phone.
YouTube is cheaper than Netflix on my phone.
Okay, so the cost of that, that's
exactly
what's driving all of that. Have you heard of Akwi before?
Who's that?
Speed Darlington.
I've heard that name before, yes.
Oh, so you're not aware what just happened last week?
About his idiocy.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware.
What are your thoughts?
I can't be wasting valuable time talking about an idiot.
No, not about him.
The subject of defiling underage girls.
No, so the power of social media, the abuse of social media, how you curb it.
I don't think social media can be curbed. That horse has left the stable. It can be curbed. But I see that they want to make an example of him because of his flippant talk on social media.
Yes.
I think that's the only way. The only way you're going to curb social media is when people imbibe their how do I say it, individually they are morally what's the word suited moral suasion that comes out of the making an example of a moron. That is so that for me he will get his when he gets his just desserts. I'm hoping that some young people will
learn from that.
So
that takes us to flaunting wealth on social media.
I think it is the most. When I talk these things, people say that because you don't get money. I'm 65 years old. I know practically everybody I need to know. If I wanted to be a millionaire, I know everybody I need to know to have made that possible. So it's not a function of you know get money. It's a function. So what I'm about to say now, I think people who do that have a very, very, very low self-esteem, and they need that to find validation in life. Anybody who can get excited about the adulation of people of low IQ. I mean, I would rather earn the respect of somebody on an intellectual level than earn the person's respect on the display of my stupidity.
So me when they show my show every morning, the boss can't put me now.
You okay? You are an attention seeker. You crave attention. That's why you are dressed the way you are dressed now. Pink pants, blue and white shirts.
Let's talk about that time.
No. That's no. But guess what? No, it's not all bad, though. You crave attention, but you're not craving attention for attention's sake.
People will not take now and run with.
Sorry, okay. I will qualify. No, let them go here so that it will be on record that I said it. You do not crave. You crave attention for a good reason, because you have something to say.
Nah, don't spoil.
No. I started from the beginning. I said you crave attention. There's no doubt about it. You love it. But it's okay. And you do all kinds of outlandish things to draw that attention. But having gotten the attention, you have something to say. The ones that get on my nerves are the ones who have nothing to say. They crave attention for attention's sake because it gives them a hard-on and nothing to deliver. But you're delivering on many fronts, on very many fronts. So your persona where you are attracting this attention is not in vain. So I applaud you.
What's your take on underwears?
I wear it as little as possible. Anytime I'm wearing jeans, I'm not wearing underwear.
Yeah, me too.
Anytime I'm wearing chinos.
So you wear now?
I have to wear now because of this trouser. But if this was chinos, I had to wear.
Why?
Let the poor and the poor boy let him breathe.
Let him breathe.
Let him breathe.
So this can wear now?
I doubt it.
Where's my light?
I don't know, but knowing you, I doubt it. Just knowing you. And especially because of your penchant for quickies. I don't think you will.
No, you want to kill. No, make I doubt today without. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something safer.
Okay.
So
but you do like quickies. To be honest, you do like quickies.
Before I put in a lot of trouble.
You got into trouble.
A lot.
I even go up so as to say you like it in odd places.
Yeah. When I was in US, I had one cemetery.
You did that?
Yeah.
Well done.
With a Agboniki ban. So I ended up in clinic in hospital.
Agboniki. You thought that Agboniki was Vaseline. Well done. Well done. Sorry.
If I ask you now, your 33-year-old wife now go lock door now. You don't go let you enter the house.
No, man.
So are you a religious person? You call yourself a religious person? I doubt.
I'm not religious. I'm spiritual.
What's the most difference?
Religion has rules, do's, don'ts.
A structure.
Rituals, structure. No, I'm spiritual.
In what way? Like a witch or wizard or you fly for nights?
I am a Christian. I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. I advocate for the Lord Jesus Christ in many ways. You can see my social media posts. But I don't have one religious bone in my body.
You're from Delta State now, not Edo State.
I'm a Shekiri.
Do you have political views?
Of course I have political views.
You heard that the Edo State governor who just won an appeal is offering ASWE political amnesty, whatever that means.
Edo State is a peculiar place where it's very... I think they operate their politics on an esoteric level that mere mortals like us are not able to understand what goes on there. And they have an esoteric Oba who has, so their level of where they operate politically is not where mere mortals can have an opinion. So
we should leave it. Let's talk about the love He's such a handsome man. Did you see my play on him?
Yes, I did. I was MC at the play.
Yeah, I remember that period.
Yeah.
He caused trouble. They all fit to the brim.
Because you oversold tickets.
And then
there was a riot about
And then he came to stage, and what did you say? He said something on stage. You annoyed people on stage.
The people were
looking
for anything to spark.
To scatter everywhere.
But the Olu of Warri, Ogiame Atuwashi Oketa, he is, to all intents and purposes, the epitome of modern 21st century royalty. That is what he stands for. And
why you say that?
Because he's modern. There's nobody can take that away from him. He is also, my son is 2 years older than him, but I take the greatest pleasure in kneeling in his presence because he commands it. He's you can say he's a personable. His charisma oozes.
Yeah. I met him many times. Nice guy.
Great guy.
Not give me food from your house. Twice.
Okay, I don't want to mention, but he has actually taken mint and dashed me when I should be the one. Usually when you go to see king, you must
give something.
He gave me mint. I said, hey. So
it's because of your grandfather.
What?
Because of your grandfather.
You know that in Warri, the kingship comes from father to son. So it's a concept. And I told you my great-great-grandfather was Olu Akenbuwa, who was his great-great-great-grandfather. So I wouldn't call it related, but from the same stuff because it's one lineage.
Yeah.
So yeah. So but I mean I'm saying the fact that he was generous to me personally, and I consider that a great honor for the king to give me rather than for.
That means you don't honor me with that, though.
See?
That means you don't honor me.
Listen, my own king.
Come here, I mean twice. You don't honor me. I mean, I thought that I would remind them. I said, you honor.
I don't know that he do. I don't know that he does it to everybody. But the day we do it sweets my belly. That's the way I talk him now. Say, Ogiame, suo baba.
So stage.
Sorry.
Stage plays.
Stage plays. You are the authority on stage plays.
Who's number one?
For what? Producing stage plays. Who's number one? If I looked at you in the face and told you now, you won't. So let me look away and mention the name of Bolanle or St. Peter's. But immediately after Bolanle or St. Peter's, nobody but the Duke of Shomolu, nobody comes close. Nobody is as prolific as the Duke of Shomolu. In fact, he's more prolific than Bolanle or St. Peter's.
Repeat.
He is more prolific than Bolanle or St. Peter's.
No. So I respect her. Yeah.
And also, you invited her to one of your first productions.
Yeah. So won't contest.
Okay.
So she's there. So it's weird.
I know that she they do movie. So from time to time she they call me to come act.
Yes.
So maybe that's the reason why I mentioned that maybe you never can.
I'm
lobby. If you be say the lobby too.
Yeah, it's good. The lobby they go. It's good.
And as I lobby you, say prolific.
Yes.
So that's
Sago, put my
you get it.
Understand. But you're hardly on stage these days. Why?
Now you not call me. If you call me,
No, other people they call you now. But I don't call you. I don't call anybody. They call you now.
I went on stage for one play. You were there. The hall empty.
Yeah.
The man,
That's a William Messi.
we don't feel pay. After that one, I do another one again.
Empty again.
Empty again. The man don't feel pay.
So why is it like that?
I don't. The theater going culture.
No.
I don't know.
No. Let me tell you why.
Tell me, please.
Very quickly.
Marketing.
No, yeah, God bless you. So that's where the annoyance is. That's why theater people not to like me, because it's not about the play. It's not about the play.
It's about the packaging.
It's the packaging. Do you get? It's never about the play. It's never. I don't know anybody we go come up from your house, say they go watch play. Something. Either I want to take a girl out.
You have to build something around it.
I want to build something around it. You have to build something around it. So like when we did Bianca, you get people came to see Bianca Ojuku, not the play.
I got you.
Are you getting me now? So what I was selling was Bianca Ojuku. Then the play is
The
just
mystique.
added, is an icing on the cake. So that empty always you see so. Now because that person they sell, Patrick Doyle is on. So theater never reach, even movie I dare say, never reach that point where Hollywood did, where people
Make I tell you something where I'm afraid I will not be able to, I'm not at liberty to mention names, but I'm hoping that when I say it, a mental picture of who I'm not talking about the person. I'm just talking about what you're talking about, that people don't go to see. There's an actor in Nigeria who, to all intents and purposes, he's described as probably the most debonair, the very, very, he's the apex of professional acting, looks,
Now your
class.
contemporary.
My contemporary. I hope Pasanja.
I know.
I want you to mention one box office hit where this man act in. We be say the thing. Nine be the biggest film for the box office since we started
Nollywood.
theatrical releases of Nollywood films. None. The ones where they sell, Shaggy, brother Shaggy, they did inside. You understand what I'm saying? So just to put it right, that it's not.
No, it's never about those things.
Sometimes if they did that person, even do film. In your film.
So the advantage when Nollywood gets, you see, so the
No,
first,
it's just that there's a hype that is ephemeral, just hype for every.
Yeah.
When the rubber hits the road, it doesn't translate.
So
when you tell me, say, well, yeah, that's why it's more popular than you. What do I want to take you popular and do?
Yeah, I agree. So for movies, the first push now the hype, then the next push now word of mouth. Oh, I go watch that thing. But theater not get that. Theater not get that luxury because our life. You get so when I watch it, it's over.
Yeah.
You get so what pushes people to that hall? Now that's razzmatazz around the play. Like my own plays now, me don't honestly say I've noticed something. So my plays are now more of a networking event. Are you getting me now? So when the crowd comes, you get who else is here?
Now, because you position them as investment banker turned theater producer, so and you had a network before then, so you bring that was the so you had a unique set of circumstances which you played on, and it's working. It worked and is working for you.
You should continue to work.
The Bensons of this world, he doesn't have that advantage. You understand? He doesn't have that way. He can say translate. Say, I move a community. You move the community to come and watch play. Then while they were watching it, they found out that they were networking.
Yeah.
I say, see this guy never say Bernardo Kumag, but never don't tell where I say hey, what's up there? You come so that so your situation is peculiar to
No, but it shouldn't be.
But you showed the way in the marketing
Of yourself.
Well done.
It shouldn't be. It's like when you want to sleep with woman.
Which is something you do often.
it's not at the point of sleeping earlier. Sleeping you don't sleep it a week
You go down kill in mind.
So I say be so I don't sell that play outside of that hall.
I know.
Weeks ago, like my kitty play now, weeks ago. So people are already like, yeah. So you never want to produce your own play yet, or produce your own movie or.
Do you know one of the earliest? As a matter of when I tell you, you tell me say, "Mega, they want to be popular." Listen, broadcast history. I've made about 3. When the forensic history of broadcast will be
written,
I will shine. The first ever television drama, independently produced and syndicated on Nigerian television. I want to make you understand. I said independently produced and syndicated on stations around Nigeria. Was produced, directed, created, and written by me. It was called Jaded Options.
I know that one. That's before this person will carry on him now, even come Lagos.
Before it come Lagos. Yeah. And that was the first, because before then we had independent programs produced by independent people, but those programs, they were either commissioned by NTA and completely sponsored on the network service by a multinational. Nobody ever bought airtime and put drama. I was the first person to buy airtime and put drama on it and go and canvas for advertising for a show on Nigerian television. One. The first ever late night talk show.
Yes, I know that one.
In Nigeria.
This one all come Lagos that time.
Was produced, directed, and hosted by me.
Friday Night
Live. And it went on for 7 years, from 1990 to 1997.
That's what made you.
What made me? My mama make me.
So what's the third one? Quick, I want to ask you one hot question before we go.
Then, the first ever independently produced specialized business show on Nigerian television was produced by me.
Which one now?
It's called Real Estate This Week.
I know that one.
Before then,
that was boring.
Before, it wasn't boring. No, Real Estate. We opened up the real estate space. But I'm just saying, Real Estate This Week was produced by me. So those are 3 things that I did in the broadcast space, which I thumped my chest. You want to argue with me? Come, let's bring it on. So why do I want to be? I would rather have history. You understand? Forensic history. Say it about me than for me to be pure water. But I'm pure water on YouTube. I'm enjoying it.
I can imagine. Let me ask you a more interesting question, I beg, because this real estate talk is boring. What went wrong with this person when they use your name?
I think this person, everybody is an individual. So this individual...
Boy, lessons learned. I know that you cried that period.
Cry?
You cried. You're heartbroken.
I'm an actor.
Oh, you're pretending?
I wasn't pretending, but I'm just saying I'm an actor. I cannot be broken. A man who has Jesus can never be broken.
But you're hit.
I wasn't broken. Was I hit?
You were hit, but you bounced back, but you were hit.
Because
that period, we all pity you.
No, why? You pity my way at the end. Look, I have a 33-year-old younger woman.
No, that time you never get them. I'm talking about where the thing happened.
You see,
but that time, see the people, they always pity you.
You see,
you see the
way where you have that's your play. You have sold your play before and sometimes even the baby you are already you've already made it before I encountered my 33-year younger person. I had already settled my mind and say that's coming.
That's where it's coming.
I never see him. I never knew.
So even while you were saying inside that structure, you don't.
I knew that when that it was going to, and by that, so my mind don't. It wasn't something. It didn't happen.
So what were your lessons learned?
No lesson learned. Just hold your side. I held my side.
So you don't carry this enter this new one now. Are you holding your side here now?
Solid.
So, but would you say when I've seen a lifestyle changes?
Like I told you, I've been popular since I was a child. I was born in Lagos. I come on my mother's side, Henshaw. On my father's side, Egbe, Wori, royalty. You understand what I'm saying?
And this person not all of that.
What?
This person not all of that.
I don't know. I'm not. I can only speak for myself.
But how you don't know? So when you know all this one?
I said I'm not going to. Why should I? If you ask me about my 33 years younger person, I go talk because otherwise I get reason to talk. You know what I mean? If I don't have anything nice to say.
But there are kids between you guys, have you?
A kid,
yeah.
Anyway, that's what I say. If I have nothing nice to say about somebody.
So what's the relationship now? Hello. Hi.
Say now who you see you go the.
In your WhatsApp.
You know, listen. That's what I don't know, but this is the truth. I am very, very self-assured that I don't need. How do I say it? Do you see me at society events?
I've been
no, in my capacity as president of
you're the only man there. Women, you're full.
St. Finbar's College, I'll be president of the Old Boys Association. It was Reagan Memorial, where your wife is the vice president, and we are obliged. We have an association of presidents of alumni association. So, but they see me for glamour events.
No, they don't invite you. That's right.
They do. Oh, of course they do.
So you know they go when invite
I've never for over 20 years.
So AMVCA, what's your take?
I was there this year.
You were there. What's the take?
On
the fashion, on the noise, and all that around it.
It takes away from it, but it's okay. This is the social media age. It's okay. I'm hoping people get bored of that nonsense and come back to it. But and I can't blame AMVCA for it.
For that, yeah.
Although they when they're doing best dress or something, they even did a special event around it. But it's okay. Let them get carried away because at the end of the day, DSTV, the organizers, African Magic or whoever the organizers are, they need the hype. They need to build all that hype around their product because they're getting advertising. So to the extent that they have a traditional night, where the traditional fashion and everything, and they get sponsors for it. So they get money for it, the advertising from the broadcast and everything. So I'm not going to blame them. It's okay.
Okay. So your last words before we go.
My last word. Jesus Christ is the way and the life. No man approaches the Father except through Jesus Christ. Whatever you do, don't forget there is a day of reckoning, and you better be on the right side of righteousness when that day comes.
So that's what I've been now. Those who don't pass 60, this is how they talk.
I've been doing this for the past. I've been a Christian for 38 years.
When you remind them, say
30. And now I marry 30-something-year-old woman. I'm going to be around for a long time.
In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen, bro.
You must be around.
I have 55 more years. Now 129, Bible promised me.
Yes. So that was it. Yeah?
Okay.
A beautiful conversation with the versatile, multi-talented Prince of Liverpool and Warri, Prince of Calabar, everything, St. Finbar's College, a man we see drinking Coke at 65, he still rock hard steady like the Whispers, Mr. Patrick
Harry Rutherford Doyle.
Oh my God. Thank you.